use your God power to get everything you ever wanted and live the life of your dreams. The Master's Course. Copyright 2010 by Richard Lee McKim Jr. All rights reserved. Let the quest for knowing begin. Here's the guy who is the witness of the situation. Now, he's observing these other two people over there, and one guy's doing a kind act for the other. Now, he's not the provider, nor is he the receiver. He's just seeing it from a distance. Let's see what it says here. Of course, a person seeing this kind act will automatically create the same vibration within himself. Seeing this kind act is no different than seeing something that you like, or remembering a great vacation, or any other good thing that you witness in your experience or in your thoughts. It is because of this fact that it is important that you only pay attention to the things that you like and want, because anything that you pay attention to will be elicited in your direction. After all, doesn't it make sense to only think about and observe the things that you like? Why would you look at anything and pay attention to something that you didn't like? Okay, so this is the thing. The guy that's observing this act going on, we see that he's also got a green tuning fork. Okay, so what that means is this. He couldn't be aware that this kind act was going on if it wasn't resonating with him. He would have passed on by and not even noticed it. So the only way that he can notice this kind act, if that kind of a vibration or that kind of a thought or that kind of a thing was already within him. He had to have a similar thought process, had to have a similar thinking in order to have noticed it. Now, if he noticed it, the only way you can notice something is if you're resonating with it. The only way you can be resonating with it is if you already have that kind of vibration within you. So you see, he already had that kind of a vibration. Now he's seeing this thing going on, and as he's seeing it, what happens? When he's in resonance, it's a mutual activation of the same vibration. So as he's seeing this nice thing going on, it's vibrating the nice vibrations within him, and when he's getting that kind of activation, it's making him feel good. He's getting serotonin released. He's enjoying this wonderful thing that he's observing. Isn't that interesting how that works? Now this is the thing. Somebody else with a negative vibration. Remember, all situations are neutral. So the guy doing the kind act, while this witness, this outsider, we see that he's got a positive vibration. And we see that he sees it as a good thing. It's because of his positive vibration that he sees it as a good thing, that he recognizes the kind act, that he's responding to it as if it is a kind act. Now, you could have somebody else who has a negative vibration going on, and they could become aware of this very same situation. Remembering, all situations are neutral. So this guy is doing this kind deed for this other guy. Let's say he's giving him some money. Maybe the guy's on the street and he's asking for money or whatever, and this guy stops, reaches in his pocket, pulls out a 50, pulls out 100, hands it to this guy. Let's say that's the kind act. Now this other guy who's got a negative orientation, who's thinking negatively from that side of the perspective, he could be looking at this and thinking, the guy's getting hustled. The guy's getting ripped off. The guy's losing money. It's not a kind act at all. The guy's being taken advantage of. It's a bad situation. The same exact event can be seen from as many different viewpoints as there are observers with meanings. So for everybody that looks at that same exact situation, they will have elicited a different result, a different thought, based on the meaning that they give the situation. And the meaning that they give the situation is dependent on how they're thinking. If they're thinking positively, they look at that and they say, what a wonderful thing that guy's doing. If they're thinking negatively, they're thinking the guy's being taken. He's being used. He's being taken advantage of. What a fool. Because when you're in a negative state of mind, you see the negative in everything. You're always asserting negative meanings onto situations. Other people are looking at the same situations and asserting positive meanings. Now, if you find yourself asserting negative meanings to situations, you can believe that you're in a negative state of mind right now, if that's happening. And when you're in a negative state of mind, you know what's happening. You're resonating with all the negative things, all the things you don't want. You're resonating with things happening in your body that you don't want to happen. You're remembering past events in a negative way. You're thinking about the future in a negative way. So if you recognize that for the moment you are giving negative meanings to things, then that's your clue right away that you're in a negative state. And of course, your other clue and your major clue and your main clue is how you feel about it. If you're not feeling happy, okay? So what you do is you turn around and you say, hey, hold it. You know what? That's a nice thing that guy's doing. You know what? That's really something that guy's taking $100 out of his pocket and giving to that guy. That's really something. What a great thing for that guy to do. And by you changing the meaning of a particular situation, suddenly, now that you're observing a positive situation, guess what happens? It resonates back with you and starts eliciting positive vibrations out of you. And now, just by changing the meaning of something you were observing, you're now resonating on a more positive level, and you've actually changed your own state of being. Now you're walking down the sidewalk, whistling and thinking, wow, that's really something. There really are great people in this world. And now you start noticing good things. Now when you're thinking about your past, it looks good. Now you're thinking about your future, it looks good. And now great ideas are coming to mind. So you used the situation, you used your God power to change the meaning of something you were observing in order to change your own thinking. So either A, you can change your thinking, and then you see things differently, or you can change how you see things, and it changes your thinking. It's a resonant effect. Okay.
Options. Now activating the next video, play options. One moment please. Click on the green arrow to start watching the next video. Or, click on the red arrow to start watching the prior video. Or, click on the tan arrow to go to the main course menu and guide, with links to all course chapters, excerpts, and special reports. Up next, special video options. Click on your choice of course videos, menus, and excerpts. Now switching to the special video options menu and activating the video selection buttons. Click on your selection number to start watching the video. 15 seconds till we switch to the next page with the free download information. Pause the video now if you need more time to review the available selections. This is the end of this course video. Its video number is listed above. To watch the next video, simply click on the next video in number sequence. Thank you.